We are recording. All right, guys. So this is session number 2. This is all about posting. Now, show of hands, who on here is like, sometimes you struggle with what to say, how to say it. This is my vision, but I don't know how to put it into words. Or I want to do a hands-free, but I don't even know what to say. Or I feel like I'm saying the same thing over and over and over, right? And I think that it can be kind of overwhelming in a way to kind of figure out. You're sitting there, you're looking at your phone and you're like, what am I supposed to say? Okay. So this is for you guys. So first and foremost, I know this may seem awkward and you're not going to post it. But what I want you to do is, if you are not on your phone, or if you are, take a picture, literally take a selfie of yourself. We're not posting it. I want to show you guys why. And I'm going to make this so super simple in a second. I know. Take that selfie. Hold on.
I'm looking like yesterday.
We need some hair brushes, some makeup. Like, we got to get
some edge control. Oh my, you got me looking like yesterday trying to get somebody to take a selfie.
Take that selfie.
That's what you have me looking.
You see we over here looking like your lashes is all done. You looking cute. Got on a little necklace. We out here looking like we just rolled out the bed.
Wait,
we ain't got no edge control. Ain't got no moisturizer left on from this morning.
You are
I
got my robe on.
You.
Mascara. We have on nothing. I gotta look at this.
Mascara.
I don't even have that.
Stop playing. Listen.
I don't even have no chapstick. And I know you got some chapstick. Chapstick
you
queen.
You know I be having chapstick. I'll straight up put it on in front of a meeting. I love my chapstick. I have in every drawer in my house, I have chapstick. All right. Where's my clipboard? You know, I got my handy dandy clipboard here, guys. Okay, seriously though, take a picture. Take a picture or find a selfie in your photos. I'm going to show you how easy this is, okay? Now, first and foremost, you guys, we're going to talk about how to post. I am going to put verbiage into the chat. I want you to copy this because this is going to literally change your life once you get an understanding of, okay, well, I want to do better with posting, but I don't even know where to start. I'm going to tell you right now. Hold on. How to create. All right, so I'm going to send this so you guys have it. Hold on a second. Let me make sure this is the right one. How to create your story. Okay, so how to create your story. Okay. So it's kind of all jumbled. So I'm gonna read this. It looks a lot better in my word board. So sorry, I don't know why it looks like that. But anyway, copy that over and save it to your notes right now. Like, don't feel like you have to rewrite this down. That's why I want you guys to save this. And also, little tip, you can always save the chat at the end before we end, because then it'll save all the notes in there. Okay. So anytime I'm posting, all right, and just please know this, when you first start your business, there's an evolution to posting. Please don't be super hard on yourself. If you're like, oh my gosh, look at her post compared to, I'm so happy that I joined the business. Like, please don't do that, because I think that it's such a self-sabotaging thing. And even if you've been in like a couple of years into the business, there still may be a disconnect on, you know what you want to say, but you don't exactly know how to write it out. Or maybe you write it out and you just don't know the ending. I know a lot of us struggle with, well, how do I end it? How do I segue? Here's this sappy story. Oh, join my team, like, right? And so there is a way and there's an art to it. And this is exactly what I use. So I kind of changed it up, my questions a little bit. And I kind of sat down and I thought, okay, what 3 questions do I like to answer in every single post? So the first one is, what was life like before the business? What made you say yes? And what have you found or accomplished thus far? And why I say found is because here's the thing. We think accomplishments has to be money related. We think accomplishments have to be like promotion related. It doesn't. But what have you found? Did you find confidence? Did you find yourself? Did you find your happiness? Did you find your groove? Like how Stella got her, what did you find, right? And so I think, did you find a community of men and women that you just were like desperate to find? Did you find like some of your best friends? Did you find connections you never knew that you were lacking? There's something that every single one of us, I literally don't care, even if it's like a week into the business, you're going to have something that you have found or accomplished in this business, even if it's one sample sold, even if it's you've been having 7 conversations with people, maybe no one signed up, that's okay. I think we do such a good job at downplaying our small successes and totally just not allowing ourselves or showing ourselves grace whenever we've done good, because guys, I think big successes, like they're often from small like steps or small successes just compounded over time. That's really what it is. So, okay. And so I can't look at this one. We gotta go back to the word board. This is all weird. Who had a question? Oh, does someone have a question? Sorry. Okay. All right. So now, so I said this, okay, here's, and I gave you guys an example. All right. And I wrote this out. So I wrote this out whenever Brandon was in surgery, but I was like, I wanted to write this out so you could like visually see when I'm answering these questions, how I'm literally segueing in between. Okay. So I say the struggle is real. Living paycheck to paycheck, I thought was normal. I figured to get more money, you just had to work more. And I tried to keep it very basic. Now, understand this is just like a baseline. Change it to match you. I never realized that less could be more. Of course, I was skeptical of doing anything like this before, but I realized that if I wanted things to change, I would also have to change. I'm so happy I said yes. So again, I'm now segueing into the second question, right? So I'm talking about, well, why did I say yes? I'm so happy I said yes. I've chosen me for once, and that feels so good. I know that in getting to help others, it will in turn help and bless me in more ways than I can count. I felt inferior, like I wouldn't be able to do this or that I wasn't pretty enough. But what I found was I do matter. I am worthy, and I unlocked a confidence I never knew I had. Cheers to new beginnings. If you're ready to start your new beginning, I'm ready for you. It's kind of cheesy, but it's really not. And if you notice, I don't talk about having people join my team. And I think that like I said, there's a misconception where we have to talk about money. We've got to talk about promotions. You don't, to be effective. And I think anyone watching that who's in a position where they're like, I need this, I want that, is going to resonate with what you're saying. So copy that, take that, use it, guys. Anytime you see a post or I'm helping you with something or you see something I posted, please know that you can always use what I've done and just make sure you change it to match you. If you ever need help with how to word your posts, please feel free to come to me or even your upline. And I think honestly, when you get more eyes on it, you'll be able to see a different perspective. And the more you do that, the better you're going to get at your own posting. And then eventually you're not going to necessarily need us to do it. Okay. So hopefully that makes sense. But answer those 3 questions. When you're sitting there and you're thinking of your story, go ahead and think from all those different places and formulate something. And guys, whenever you formulate your story, save it. So save that post and recycle it every so many weeks. Don't reinvent the wheel and feel like every single day you have to come up with something new. That's 365 posts a year. Are you crazy? I don't even have 365 posts a year, right? So just know that you recycle them. No one is stalking your page enough to know that you posted something on November 18th and you posted it on Halloween. Like if people do that, then they need to already be on your team because that's crazy. Okay. All right. So that is basically talking about how to create your story. All right. Now the next thing, let's look at the page. Like, okay, so let me go ahead and share my screen because I really want to hit this home. I think that we don't necessarily talk about this enough. However, I want you all to know that, hold on a second, guys. I want you all to know that, again, this is an evolution. Please don't feel hard on yourself. And please, 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 by all means, don't feel like you have to make it look super just like this because it's not. Why is this not loading? Hold on. Hold, please. Are you really not going to load? I'm going to show you guys my Facebook page. Here we go. Okay. So there is a look and a feel that you have to, here's the thing. You're a business owner. Okay. When I go to your page, I don't necessarily want to see certain things. And it's not because you can't be who you are. You have to remember, you definitely want to be who you are. People buy into you first before they buy into the business. However, there is a very tactful way that we now have to represent a brand and not only us. Okay. So remember, if there are certain topics, some topics Like for me, and this is a personal thing, certain topics for me are just out of the question. I won't discuss it publicly only because I don't necessarily want the negativity circulating my page. Because A, I don't want to deal with it. And B, I really could care less, right? My opinion is my opinion, and I don't need to necessarily put it out there so people know my opinion. But that's just how I feel. So you won't necessarily see me talking specifically about other types of religion. You won't see me, I'll talk about my faith. You won't see me talking about politics. It's just a choice. I don't use a whole lot of profanity unless it pertains to like, you know, a certain situation about my kid. Cause now granted, listen guys, do I cuss? Absolutely. Absolutely. But I'm saying every other word shouldn't be that. I'm not necessarily going to share memes all the time that have that. I'm not going to share memes of people twerking. That's just not what I'm going to do. Right now, again, you want to have a little part of you, but you don't necessarily want to push away all the other groups of people that you may have at your in your network. Okay, you've got to be careful with that. So let's take a look at my page now. First and foremost, I'm gonna tell you right now, here we go. This picture okay, funny story. So I lost my Facebook page. Okay, everybody knows this story now. Okay, my husband's out there, but trust and believe, this little picture would totally be my face. But I hacked Brandon's page, so I have to kind of share it with him. So that's why you see me and him. Let's be real, it would totally be my face, okay? But anyway, the back, guys, here's the thing. The back picture, you want it to be clear and crisp and something to represent you. It can be your family, it can be another selfie, it can be a quote. Please, for the love of all things holy, don't have it be anything random. Don't have it be anything that is not even you. If there is something random in this big picture back here, that's the first thing people see. You better change it up right now. It needs to represent you. Sorry, it has to. Okay. Now, do I want it to say it works? Absolutely not. You better not have it works anywhere on there because you are more than it works. It works is just your business. You are something more than that. We don't necessarily want to see it works. So you won't catch it works even in this. Okay. In this bio, in this description, make this who you are. Why do people want to follow you? What do you embody? What are you funny? Are you not? Are you organized? Are you a nerd? What are you like say it. So mine is finding joy in imperfection, raising 3 boys into men, overcoming setbacks with epic comebacks, whatever. I used to have, I drink boxed wine. I mean, it could be anything, guys. It doesn't have to be anything that has to do with business. It has to do with you, okay? All right, moving down. Make sure these are what you call like, I don't know, preferred photos. Make sure they're good photos. You can actually set that if you're on a desktop. So take the time to look at that because sometimes I'll find that these are like random and you're like, what are that? That's something someone sees when they go to your profile. So make sure these first 9 pictures are something decent, okay? Not it works flashy, but something decent. It shows a little bit of who you are as a family, a person, a woman, a guy, doesn't matter, okay? Just make sure it's something specific to you, all right? Now, as you go through the page, you guys want to make sure you're kind of you're adding variety, okay? And I'm going to get into the pillars in a second. Make sure your page, anytime you're taking a selfie, little tip for you, okay? Let me go down to 1 little tip. Boom. This was in the car, okay? Was it this light outside? Absolutely not, okay? This is a filter to make it brighter. I am all about bright photos. And the reason why is because when it is dark, it is difficult to see. You're not going to capture someone's eye as they're scrolling endlessly. Why are they going to stop on your picture when they can hardly see your face? They're not, okay? If you wouldn't stop on the picture, trust and believe, they're not going to stop on the picture, okay? They're just not. They're going to keep scrolling. So make them stop, make them look, do something that's appealing in the photo, in the selfie, number 2, number 1, like you're surprised. I know it feels awkward when you're taking the picture, but I'm going to tell you right now, you have got to make people stop and read what you're saying. If not, you're just going to blend into everybody else that's on social media sharing recipes and memes about, I don't even know what, okay? So, and also too, when you're talking about the business, the IDS statement has to be visible in the pictures that you see. If you've got 10 pictures you're adding, make sure the IDS is one of these few that are at the top. It has to be visible, okay? I will tell you, I'm not saying that you're necessarily under compliance's eye, but our team we're VIP team, And so I will tell you that a lot of people come to my page and I am constantly being looked at. And so if they see your name, compliance can look at your page and look to see what you're posting. So just make sure you're setting that tone too. You just want to make sure that that's out there. We need to be proud of the IDS statement because quite honestly, guys, we know our comp plan is one of the best around. Okay. So just putting that out there. Next, I mix it up. This is a live. I mix it up. I mix it up between me, my husband, my kids, a selfie. I'm outside. I'm indoors. Mix up the settings in the background. Have a mini photo shoot. Little tip for you. You ever have a Saturday, a Sunday morning, you're not doing anything. Maybe you're not even going anywhere. I don't even care because those are the best days that I do it. When I'm in a hurry, I can't do it. Who's going to have time for a photo shoot when I'm in a hurry? I'm not. So on a Sunday, after I've washed my hair, or it's dry, whatever, and I literally have nothing to do for an hour or two, I will do a mini photo shoot. Do I do them every single week? Absolutely not. I maybe do them once every month to 2 months, but I take enough photos that can last me so long. What do I mean by this? Literally take about 5 shirts. I know this sounds crazy. Get yourself ready. If that means makeup, no makeup, hair done, no hair done, I don't care, but look presentable. Stand in front of a window or some lighting. You have to stand with the light facing you and not behind you. When the light is behind you, you glare, you're dark. It's difficult to see it. No filters, no nothing in front of your face, and no portrait mode. Portrait mode, I've never liked it unless it is specific and you can see and it's like super bright, okay? Then it may look good, but you just want to make sure that it looks good. Clear pictures, okay? This is in front of my bedroom window. I'm going to tell you another little hack. Ready? Where's my tape? It's super bougie. Listen, I put my phone up on the windowsill and I put a piece of Scotch tape and I lean it out. So it's, here we go. This is how I do my selfies. It's elevated, like up above my head a little bit and tilted down. That's the best view. When you're like this, nobody wants to see this, right? And let alone, I don't want people to see that, especially it's going to look even worse when I'm looking this way. And things straight on, I don't necessarily like pictures that are straight on because it doesn't give a good profile. I like things a little elevated and it's tilted back down at you, okay? Those are the best ways and the best viewpoints to take a picture. So if ever you're taking a selfie, I literally will make Brandon hold the phone for the selfie because if my arm is up, it's just a weird view and like I can't position myself. So I'll have him hold his arm out and then I'll set the timer and it's perfect. Like seriously, it seems overkill, but I'm gonna tell you right now, a good picture will go a long way to have the professional look to your page where people actually want to stop and see and take part in what you're doing. If you're not coming with a professional look, I'm going to tell you right now, people are going to keep scrolling. They just are. Now, am I saying you have to have makeup on and be dressed to the nines all the time? Absolutely not, because that's not who you are. Then don't do that. But a good picture is free to do. You guys know and can take that extra step to make the picture pop, okay?
Hey, Tavia.
Yes, go ahead.
Oh, it sounds like you don't have one of these, but when I bought my ring light,
yes,
it came with one of these it was a phone clip and it held the phone, but it also came with a little like remote where you can elevate it and face it down at you, but you click it when you want it to take a picture so you can change poses.
Yes, I have that.
So they're not very expensive, but those are really helpful too if you don't want to like be all bougie and Scotch tape your phone or anything.
Well, see, I like the Scotch tape because I can't put this in my window. This is what I have, guys. And I put the phone here and then these elevate. Okay, so I can have it stand up and then this is the remote. So you have Bluetooth into your phone and you snap, snap, snap. Now, little tip, don't have this in the picture. I used to do that and I'd be like, oh shoot, there's my remote. Yeah, and then I literally have trained my kids. So my kids know when they're taking pictures for me, they literally, oh, that's hot, hold on. They literally will be like, next, I'll change poses. Why not? I am going to make it count. If I have 5 minutes to take some photos, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna do it the right way. So they'll be like, okay, next. And I have them hold it. You gotta hold it up and you gotta angle it down or else we ain't doing this. We ain't going nowhere. You wanna go to the zoo? We're taking a picture. Here's the thing. When we go anywhere, and I know, again, you got to make this a priority though. And I know how many of you, be real, go places and you forget to take pictures. Be real. You guys forget to take pictures and you're like, dang, I wish I would have had that picture. Yep. Here's the thing. We don't leave the car. We don't leave where we're going. We don't even go in until a picture is taken. People, they don't like me, but they've learned. Because here's the thing, this business, maybe it's not necessarily full-time for all of you yet. And at one time it wasn't for me, but I wanted it to be. So if you want this to be my full-time income, then I need to treat this as if it's a full-time income, and people need to know what it is that I'm doing. And so I needed to capture every moment. And guys, I wasn't necessarily using the photo right then and there to post. I just had it. I have 21,000 photos in my phone. That's actually ridiculous, right? But, okay, it's important. So here's another one. This was just a candid shot. It doesn't have to be a perfectly posed picture. That is, you want to get away from that. But look at the lighting. The lighting, it pops. You can see visually things, right? If this was darker, you wouldn't be able to see it as well. Again, this is standing in front of my front door, right? Braylon took this photo. Actually, maybe Tristan did. I don't know. One of them did. It wasn't as high as I'd like, but it works, okay? Again, I took this. Oh yeah, okay. And I will share memes. Again, this is in front of a window. This is in front of a window. I will find every freaking window that I can in my house that gives good lighting. I literally don't care. And I will scotch tape it up until I get that picture right. My neighbors probably be thinking I'm crazy. That's okay. But again, this is what I do. And then I do use Lightroom to lighten the photo. You do not have to do that. An app that you could use is Pick Tap Go. If you don't have that, that's a really good one. Even on Instagram, even if you're not on Instagram, when you post a picture to post for Instagram, there's actually filters. Clarendon, which is the second one over, that is an awesome bright filter. It doesn't change the look of you. It just brightens and lightens the photo. So that's a really good one too if you have Instagram. And then all you do is you just save that. You don't have to post it to Instagram. Just save that picture and then repost it over on Facebook. Okay. So those are a few for you. Now, pillars, let's get into this because this is really what I like. So pillars, what are pillars? Pillars are the things that represent you. And I want you guys to write this list down. They're F's, all F-bombs. Ready? You guys are going to be like, oh my gosh, she's like F-bomb this, yeah, they're all F-bombs. All right, so this is how you find inspiration to post. And I will tell you, you do not have to make this list. I did because I'm a visual person. And I needed to make sure I was hitting every part of who I was. Because again, I don't want to sound like a broken record. I don't want to necessarily post my story every day and it feels like I said the same thing yesterday. I want to make sure I'm hitting all the different facets of who I am as a person, okay? So the 5, so you can start with 3 pillars, you can start with 2, you can start with 5, whatever. Here's mine, ready? Family, faith, food, fun, and franchise. Okay, those are my large pillars. So what does this mean? So what I do, guys, is I'm not just posting about those specific pillars, I branch out. And this is actually my form. Let me stop share. You guys can see this. This is actually my form. These are all repeating, so don't think they're all new. They're not. And as you can see, like if you look, there's all my F's, okay? And you can see all my posts and see how there's dashes. I will check which one I did on Monday, Tuesday, today. So I mix it up throughout the week. Okay, I can always send this. So under family, here's what I have. And I want you guys to do this. So write family down and write out like 3 or 4 different like lines. I have boys, husband, selfies / personal growth. Okay, special events, holidays, get-togethers, family functions. That's family, right? And then my personal story is in this one. So that is the 5 years ago, this happened. And now this is the past, present, future. Okay, it's answering those 3 questions, right? That's my family. So within family pillar, I have 1, 2, 3, 5 topics I can post about. That's almost a week, right? Do you follow me? Now move down to faith. Faith is my next one. It doesn't necessarily have to be yours, but this is mine. And it's quote / scripture. Sometimes something hits me in my self-development and I want to just post the scripture. Or maybe I post the scripture at the top of my post, right? Sometimes you'll see me do that. If it draws, because sometimes, guys, when I'm doing my self-development, I literally can formulate a post from what I'm reading because it triggers a memory, right? She was talking the other day just about, forgiveness, and it literally jarred a memory that I'm going to talk about actually in an upcoming post. And it sparked some event in my life that happened in the past. and I want to tell that story, right? So that's that. And then journey / self-development. So my journey, so my faith journey, because I wasn't always connected spiritually. I wasn't. And so I tell this part of the story because here's the thing, a lot of people can relate to that. And so if that is you and you're like, I'm not necessarily super connected with my faith, exactly the point. That's where I was. And that's why it is something that I talk about often, because it is a super big part of the success I've had in this business, because I was lacking before. Now I have it. And I firmly believe that I found it because of the development that I did. So that's just something that I talk about. Okay. And then my identity, so it's, it says identity, SL struggle. I don't even know what that means. I talk about my identity in the fact of like growing up, I was bullied, I was made fun of, I was the mixed girl that had the crazy curly hair. And I talk about what that felt like. And I talk about how just alone I felt. And I tell that story, right? Why? Because someone could relate to me, right? Someone can even, maybe their kids are going through that. Maybe they went through that. Someone can relate to that topic. So that's that. And then my Sabbath. So sometimes I haven't really posted about this. This is something new for me. But Sabbath could be Sabbath is basically a day of rest, right? So, and Sabbath sometimes, a lot of times can mean a Sunday, but it can mean any day, but it's just literally 24 hours of rest. And so that can be a post where either I put it up, I talk about why I do it, I put up a status, whatever. So that gave me 4 more topics. Okay. So I'm at 9, right? Now, food, new lifestyle. So this could be you guys starting on the new products. You guys adding Skinny Brew, collagen, HSN, right? The skincare line, right? It is something new you're doing to add to your body, okay? Mine was going dairy and gluten-free, right? It's something that I needed to do, I had to do, and I talk about the journey as to why I did it, and here I am, right? Sample / coffee tea. I talk about this in this category. Why? So this could be the ones where in the morning I'm taking a selfie with me holding a coffee cup, and I talk about the fat-burning coffee that da-da-da-da, right? That is a post, okay? I may not do that every day, but that's part of this food category. And then personal page host to post. So you guys ever see us post about the HSN or the cleanse on our own page? That's where I add this into the category, because sometimes I will do that. Like if I don't have, or maybe my host to posts aren't hitting, or maybe I just want to kind of like shake things up, I'll do my own host to post on my own page. Hey, opening up 12 spots for the HSN challenge, da-da-da-da. Hey, who needs to detox, right? So something like that, okay? And then my personal before and after results is in this category too. And that's something that, again, you may post a selfie and then your results pictures. It may be just your results pictures. I know Alyssa just got hers approved. Be proud of those. Those are huge, you guys. And so if you have the opportunity to post about your results, get out there and post about your results, because it's you. People can't deny that it's you, you know? Okay, and then so that's another 4 posts, right? And what I do, you guys, is I have dashes. I don't know if you guys can see the dashes. Those mean I can post about this multiple times. And the reason why some have more dashes than others is because I want to talk about my personal story more than I talk about my Sabbath day. I want to talk about my family or my personal growth more than I talk about quotes and scriptures. So I have certain boxes set aside, and you guys, these total, when I added them all up, it actually equates to how many? 63 posts. So that's posting twice a day, and that still gives me more. I'm not saying I'm going to do that, but what I'm saying is it helps to make me feel like I'm not saying the same thing over and over. Okay. All right, moving on. Fun. Funny memes. We all have those, okay? You need to have that. People need to know you're funny. And if you're not funny, I guess don't post it. But I'm pretty sure most of us have that side to us, okay? Date night. Date night is in this one because that is something fun that I do. So it could be me and a selfie of me and Brandon. It could be me at Tequila's. It could be me taking a selfie with the bartender that, you know, just loves us there and just gives me free shots all the time. It could be that guy. You know, it could be anything. And then I have friendships / community, right? I know it's bad. We won't talk about that. But yeah, so friendship / community. So if I have the girls over, if I'm out and about and I'm with someone and I want to take a picture, or it could be an older, I don't like using older ones, but if that's all you have, that's all you have. So it could be from conference, it could be from the last get together, it could be something that shows you're having fun and you're engaging with other people. Okay. And then franchise. Franchise is your business. So team / success. guess what? If you don't have success on your own personal team, why aren't you not talking about your entire team? Just like, for example, I may enroll a distributor. I may enroll 5 distributors and I give them to Alyssa's team. Alyssa didn't enroll them, but guess what? That's on her team. Oh my gosh, y'all, 5 new people joined my team today. I'm so stinking excited. Why does she not have to take credit for that? It's not that she's taking credit for it in a negative way. She's showing that people are coming into her business. Does this make sense? So if I'm placing someone, or if your upline is placing someone, or you sign someone, talk about it. Like, talk it up, because that's exciting, right? People need to know not only that you're in business, but that you're successful, right? They're like, okay, she's in business, but I bet she hasn't made any money. I bet she doesn't have any distributors. Oh, I bet you not, right? Look, you know, you're showing them, okay? So team success, personal success. What have you done? Have you sold a sample, sold 2 samples? Have you talked to 5 moms? You know, Tracy's like busting at the seams with all these amazing people that she's been fortunate enough to been able to talk to recently. That's exciting. Like feeling how you can just talk and have those conversations with people, that's a post. Oh my gosh, you guys, like I am literally just loving my life right now. I'm so grateful that I get the opportunity to talk to all these amazing men and women about the opportunity. In fact, I just talked to 5 today, and I'm so excited for Ashley. Ashley is going to be joining the business because of Talk about it, right? Let people know these are the type of people that I'm looking for, and maybe they resonate with that person you're talking about. Well, if she signed Ashley, Ashley's so much similar to me. So maybe then I want to reach out to her, because maybe then she can help me, right? Do you see where I'm going with this? And then host a post / giveaways. Talk about it. Let people know what your team is doing, okay? Let people know, oh my gosh, you're giving away money, you're doing this, you know, whatever. Let people know what you're doing for your franchise, okay? So that's number 3. Opportunity Zooms, lives, okay? If you're getting out there and you're doing a live, that counts in this category. If you do an opportunity Zoom, who wants to volunteer for an opportunity Zoom? Yeah, yeah, where's the hands? Yeah, okay, yeah. Look, Gatika's like, yeah, you know, opportunity Zooms, right? Get yourself out there. People need to know your name. Tell me, okay, let me tell you this. Okay, Tracy's in the market to join a business, okay? She's having a conversation with me, and she's having a conversation with Zarita, okay? I'm gonna be super hyped. Zarita, I'm bringing Sasha Fierce. I don't know who you're bringing. I'm bringing Sasha Fierce. I'm bringing my level 10, right? Tell me why, okay? Why she's gonna join me versus you. I bet you I'm gonna get on an opportunity Zoom and I'm literally gonna light it up. Why? I want people to know they need to join my team, because I am gonna do A, B, and C. I have posture, I have poise, I have confidence. You wanna join me? I'm gonna help you get to A, B, and C, right? I'm not gonna do it for you, but I'm gonna help you and give you the resources to do it, right? People need to know you're confident enough and that if they join you, you can help them, okay? Why is someone gonna join you versus joining somebody else? That's what you gotta ask yourself, okay? And then the last one is biz recruiting. So what I mean by this, it is, hey, I'm, you know, who's looking for a part-time job, You'll see sometimes statuses about that, or, hey, oh my gosh, I'm slammed, you know, looking for right? It's a call to action sort of post, right? Where you're specifically seeking out someone to join your business. All right. So that's really what I do. And I know this sounds crazy, but I know I get asked a lot, how do you know what to post? This is exactly how I know what to post. And I check it off, guys, because if I'm like, okay, what do I need to post today? Like, you know, and I set this up usually on Sundays, okay? But if I look on Monday and I posted a quote scripture and a personal story, do you think Tuesday I'm going to do the same thing? No, I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to do my boys, and then I'm going to do a category from fun, right? I'm going to do family and fun that day. And then the next day I'm going to do faith, and I'm going to do franchise. And the next day I'm going to do food, right? Do you see how you mix it up? So that's how you do that. And you can add spice to it. So if you guys want this, I can send it to you. And I have this literally, it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, like it's just like that. So yeah, it's nothing crazy, but I think it's.
Yeah, it is crazy.
It is crazy.
I was like, is anybody else confused? I'm gonna just go ahead and say it.
I know. But I hope
You
that
know
it
how
helps
crazy it is.
because yeah, I'll hook you guys up. Listen, work smarter, not harder. Okay. But now listen, this isn't the actual post, but at least it gives you what to write. But then at least then that way you're kind of like adding spice to it. Okay. Any questions about that? No? Okay, good. Because I'm going to share my screen really fast and I'm going to show you how to do a hands-free story. I get asked a lot, how do I put my story in there? Oh, you have to go into Over and you have to like add it to all these things. Who is really good at Over? Probably, yeah, exactly. Show of hands. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's okay because I'm going to show you the super simple way that I wish someone would have told me in the beginning. You don't need to have all the fancy graphics and all the fancy little, like lips and stuff behind you to get a distributor. I'm going to tell you that right now. You don't. Okay. So this is what we're going to do. The selfie. It's where the selfie comes into play. Okay. And fellas, this is for you too. So pull up on your phone a selfie. I'm going to share my screen. Give me just a second. And I'm going to show you what I do. And I'm going to give you a little tip. If you guys haven't done this, you need to. And I'll share it in the chat here. Oh, I got to make myself host. Hold, please. Make host. Change host. Boom. And share screen. Sorry, I talked to myself. Okay, there we go. Oh, okay. You guys are going to be like, OMG, what are we doing? Start. What are you doing? Can you guys see it? Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. We're going to open Insta. I start everything on Insta. If you start a story on Facebook, don't do it. Just don't do it. So download Instagram, create a leave-in random profile. I don't even care, but you're going to start your stories always, 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 always on Instagram. So I'm going to open up Instagram. Okay. And now I'm not going to lie. This little new update they did is totally throwing me off. Like I don't like it and they need to go back, but whatever. So top now, see the little plus sign with the box around it at the top? That's what you're going to hit. Okay. You're going to hit that and it's going to open this up. Okay. And it's going to open up to all of your photos, videos, all that. So you're going to find that selfie. I'm just going to use this one. It's simple. Okay. And again, here's a little tip for your story. And this is the story where you ever see those stories where they're sequential? 5 years ago, this is what my life looked like. It's a story, right? You want to take for every 2 to 3 statuses you want to post, you need a new picture. So you want to take at least or have 2 to 3 selfies to use in your hands-free story. And you're going to save these. Okay. All right. I'm going to use this one. So here's my picture. I can condense it. I can make it bigger. I can make it smaller. Okay. That's just pinching your fingers. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here at the bottom. You see post, story, reels, look all the way at the bottom. I'm going to go to story. All right. So I'm going to pull up my camera. I'm going to use this one. All right, here we go. So now I see all the features to edit at the top, right? So here's the thing. If you have WordBoard, great. If you don't, that's okay. Save it in your notes. What I do, you guys, so this is so simple, it hurts. All right, I click the text, the little AA at the top right, and it pulls up my WordBoard or my keyboard. Okay, if you have it saved in your notes, just go copy and save it. But this is what I use. So I literally start with a picture and I start my story. Ready? Look, here's story slide number 1. I already have it written out. Guys, do you really think I sit there and write it out all the time? I really don't. So I save it and I have it saved and sometimes I'll tweak it. But the reason why I do this is because it is quick. If I can find ways in my life to make things quicker, I'm more likely to do it. So for those of you that are posting your story every single day, you need to now. There's no excuse now after I show you this. So I'm going to make the text a little smaller and then I'm going to go like this, or maybe I want to do this one. Okay. 5 years ago, look, 5 years. And I'm just simply answering the questions. What did my life look like before? Okay, this is where I'm at. And I usually spend more time on question number 1. Why? People relate more to your struggle than your success. So I will spend more time talking about question number 1 that I had you guys answer than I will the other 2 questions. Okay. All right. So 5 years ago. So look, boom. Oh my gosh, look at that. Right now, look, see the little down arrow with the line under it? I'm going to save it. Save. Okay. Look, now I'm going to take this. I'm going to delete it. Then I'm going to go back to this text and I'm only going to do this same picture, like 3 slides. I'm going to go back in and I'm going to go to slide number 2. Boom. You can change up the color. Look, this is how you change the color. See this little like dropper? Hit the dropper and then you can move it around and you can like drop on different colors. There you go. Boom. Yeah, I bet you don't have coral. That's how you get it. Okay. All right, there you go. Look, we have 3 small children and I couldn't help but think this was just how my life was going to be. I thought plan B was always a second job or working OT. Boom, saved. I haven't posted anything. What I'm doing is I'm creating my story. Okay. Does this make sense? You following me? Okay, I'm going to delete that. And then this is the 3rd photo. So after this, I'm going to change up my photo, right? All right, so I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna find my third one. Now, guys, write these stories out and I can always send them to you so you guys get an idea of what you want to say. All I did was answer those 3 questions. All right. Number 3. Again, remember, guys, I stick more on that number 1 because I need people to emotionally relate to me before then I ask them to join my team. You see what I'm saying? I was always missing moments first. I would cry so much and felt like I lived in a depressive state for years. I was so unhappy, but didn't know how to fix it. Okay. Again, I'm going to use the dropper. I love this dropper thing. I go crazy with it though, to try to, ooh, look, is that my lips? That's my lips. You see the pink? Where's it at? There we go. All right, there we go. Boom. All right, there we go. And then sometimes I'll add little fun squigglies. Guys, you can't hurt anything. See that? I just went like that. That's it. You can do them all the time. If I go here, look, and then I can undo. Do you see that? All right, done. Save. Okay, now I'm going to do this, okay? And then I'm going to undo. Oops, go back. Undo. And then undo. It undoes the squiggly. All right, so now I've done 3 pictures with this. Okay, watch. I'm going to go out. Look, see how they're all saved? I'm not ready to post yet because I'm not done. So then I'm going to go find a different store, like a different picture. Hold on, let's see. Okay, let's do this one. Ready? All right, so now I'm literally going to do the same thing, but I'm going to keep going. So I did number 3, and now I'm going to go 4. Okay, I'm going to go faster so you guys can get my drift, okay? Save. Delete. 5. Now this one I usually kind of like, I will delete sometimes. It depends on what I want to talk about. I'm actually going to save this to like use you guys. Oh God, this is like super slow. Okay, here we go. And we're going to go, which one do I like? This is what takes the most time, guys, is finding the color I like. No joke. All right, okay, there we go. And then I'm going to go, this is my third one. All right, boom. Okay. All right, now I'm going to skip one so you guys can see that I will add a, what do you call it? A poll. Let's do this one because this is different. 7. And now I get to show others it is possible. I want to make this smaller. See how I'm editing this? If you guys don't know, just play around with it. You're not going to hurt anything. I promise you that. All right. And then the last one is number 8. And look, I'm opening up 5 work from phone positions this week. Stop waiting for the perfect time. There isn't one. I like going like that. And I will do this one, whatever. Okay. Actually, no, I don't like that. Okay, boom. Now I'm going to save this and then watch. I'm going to add a poll over top. Okay. So that the next slide is send me deets. Okay, let's talk. It's always a yes, yes. Never put a yes, no. Okay. Why would you want to put a yes, no? Don't do that. And then I like to kind of circle it because I want it to stand out. So I will go all the way down with my thickness. And then I like this little highlighter one at the top. You see this like little highlighter one? It's up there. And then I will go like this. I usually do white and I go like, woo, I just have fun with it, whatever. And then I save it. Now watch, ready? Then you hit this multiple. See that little multiple thing I just clicked and unclicked? That's how you add multiple slides at one time. You can add 10 at a time. Ready? So I'm going to start at my first one. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then the last one has to be your IDS. So I will find like a random IDS. Oh Lord, here we go. Well, let's just do this one. Next. So boom, I haven't posted it. So here's my, look guys, here's it at. Here it is. Look, people will literally click through this. And you can make it smaller so they can see the border in the back. It's whatever you guys want to do. Do you see that? Boom, boom, boom. Okay, you can swipe over. Do you see how it said Paris? Those are filters too. Paris is awesome. Los Angeles is kind of orangey. The other one I like is Melbourne is really bright. It depends on if you're not as bright, but you can go through any of these. Okay. And then I had the poll. Now, if you save the poll on top, always make sure you reapply your poll because it won't be clickable. But I have it that way so that I know where to put it. Okay, let's talk. And make it the same size. Don't ever do that. That's like super, like, don't do that. Oh my gosh, don't do that. All right, that's it. And then here's my thing, my IDS, right? So I'm gonna click next, and then you click share, right? If you wanna share it to your story. That's all you do. So you guys literally need 2 to 3 pictures and you just tell your story. Have it already pre-written out and save it, okay? So it is, you don't need you don't need all those fancy apps. You literally don't need that. You need 2 to 3 pictures, you guys, depending on how many words you're gonna say, and then you post it. Okay? Does this make sense? Did this help any of you?
Tavia, can you go over one more time
Yeah.
where you can select the multiple slides?
Right here, top right, see the square? See it's blue now? Oh, it's
Okay.
not blue, right there.
Got it.
Yeah, so like if you're going to your story at the bottom, you're gonna click bottom left, and then you're gonna click multiple slides.
Got it.
Yep,
Okay.
that's how you do it. Yeah.
Another quick
Now,
question.
oh, go ahead.
I don't know if this is an Instagram question, but how do you, like the last slide where you did the IDS statement, but you kind of made it like almost transparent and the picture kind of blurred? Is
Yeah.
that some special effect that you're using?
It is. I used what did I use? I think I used Over for that.
Okay.
Or it can be
Sure.
Pixar. What I did was I put my picture in the background and then I blurred it. And then I cropped my I blurred it. So, okay, so basically
Yeah,
what-
you can do that on the Over app.
yeah, you can do it on
Okay.
Over. I think you can do it on Pixar. But
Pixar
what
too,
I did,
yeah.
yeah, and then I just
I'll
added
figure
my
it out.
icons over. Yeah, that's all I did. Yeah, so does that make sense, you guys? Hopefully it does. But I want you guys, so the task for tonight or now, we have 12 minutes. I'm going to stay on. Who is going to create their story or even just their words? Okay, and I'm going to send it to you what I have, you guys, so that you guys have mine. Do you guys want my verbiage that I did? I don't know if that even would help. That's funny. I see Donovan's comment. Okay. But hopefully it helps you, Donovan. That's really the hey, you know. Okay, I won't say
Girl,
it.
I won't tell you. I didn't screenshot all your stories, so I already got it.
But do you want the actual text? Girl, I don't like screenshot it because then I got to type it out.
I know exactly, but at least I got it for you. But
That's
yeah,
true,
you
that's
can send it. I mean, you can send the actual
That's true.
text to me because I've been wanting to write up the celery and stuff like that to start that back. I mean, if you already got it, hey, send it to me. It's fine.
Yeah, I pre-save everything for my stories. So even Skinny Brew and celery, it's already saved in my word board, and I just pick and choose what I say that day.
Yeah, because I had to be switching back and forth.
Yeah, who wants to do
Yeah.
that all the time? I ain't got time for
All
that.
right, you send it to me. See, I was just like, I didn't want to bother you. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so since Tracy just asked the question, how do you save those? Because like I retype my celery stuff every single day. How do you save like your text like that? Do you just save it, like copy and paste it into your notes?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. So I just hadn't done it yet.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Yeah.
never thought about that.
She
That's a
has
great
that little.
idea.
She has that little keyboard thing at the bottom, which I don't have. Didn't one of the Samsung Galaxy one they was talking about?
Oh, it was
Yeah, they talked about no.
it
they
was
talked about-
Bliss or Blitz or
That's
something.
what it
like that.
is. Bliss.
It was, but it updated, and now my app thing says boards.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Chelsea, you
Oh,
came
look,
back
oh,
to
you
us?
just did it.
What?
You came back to us? You left
No,
the
I'm still on an iPhone, but I have that app too.
Hey, and I want to
came
shout
back to
out.
us, girl. I thought you came back to us.
I want to
Hey.
shout out. Ashley's on here. Ashley's on here. My new DT. Boom, boom. There you go, girl.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm gonna show you though. This is what I do. Where's it at? Right here. So story. So here's my celery. So these are all the different things I talk about in the morning, and I just pick and choose which one I want to talk about. And then my Skinny Brew is right here. So I pick and choose which one I want to talk about. So for example, if I'm on Insta, right, and I'm talking about, like, let's pretend that this is a coffee, whatever, right? I'm going to go to my word board. and I'm gonna go skinny bro, and I'm like, oh, I only want to talk about the bottom. So then I'll go like this, and I'll go like this. I'll delete the top, right? And then I'll go like this. I'll make it smaller, highlight it, right? And then I'll go like this, and I'll find what color I like for my text. That's all, like literally all I do. It takes me 2.2 seconds.
Yeah, I need that in my life. I literally retype everything every day. And if you notice, it gets shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter.
Yeah, it
I'm like,
would.
Google it, girl, Google it.
That's
You
yeah.
can- I just sent a picture of that app to our group chat so you can see what it looks like. It's free and I haven't set mine up yet, but some people were talking about it, so I downloaded it recently about it being one of the better ones for Android.
And also a little tip, you guys, if you guys haven't already have, if you don't already have albums saved on your phone, you need to. So I'm going to add the story reel thing I just created, and I'm going to add it to stories for biz sharing. You see that? So what I do then, guys, is I go into those albums and I literally can recirculate all of these different stories. See how I have them in here? Those are quotes, but these are all my different stories. And so every day, so I like to have between 10 and 12. So no one knows I'm doing the same thing every so often, but they're already created. Why would I do this over again? I don't. So then I do these. And I literally did this in the hospital. Like when Brandon had his surgery, I literally was doing this. I wanted to play with it. So it takes 2 seconds, right? And that was the same picture because people were looking at me crazy. They were like, what is she doing? I was like, so yeah. And then I have it saved in here so I can easily access it if I'm on the go and I need to post a story really fast. I'll come to my album and I'll have it done. I also have my personal results saved in an album so I can access those easy. Because when I'm doing my coffee reel in the morning and I'm doing a hands-free, I add my results pictures on top, right? If you guys don't know how to do that, like let's say you're doing a hands-free, I don't even know if it'll let me add it over a, hold on, let me see. Like let's say this is the hands-free. So it would be a video moving and talking. You click the folded piece of paper. Let me show you. Folded piece of paper at the top, okay? Click that. And if you want to add your results pictures over, if you're like, oh my gosh, like Alyssa, I was telling you this, check out my results, you guys, I'm so stinking excited. Da, da, da. And as you're talking, you know you're going to go back and edit it. So point down. It's okay to point down. I do that all the time. But then look at this to the left of that mouth. Do you see how you see your photo album? Click it. And then you can click your folders if you're set up in folders. Oh, I only have 20,000 photos. Okay. And then I'm going to go all the way down. It's alphabetical. Look at all these folders. This took me forever, but it was worth it. Where is it at? Personal results. Boom. So then I'll go like this and I'll be like, oh my gosh, like there's me. Like that's how I do it. Does that make sense? So I need to be seeing a whole bunch of variety when I see your guys' hands free. No longer will you just talk about coffee and not show results pictures as you're talking, not show me different colors of your text now that you know how to do that, right? Have fun with this. And it takes 2 seconds. And once you get in the hang of doing it, you get really fast at it. I promise you. But make it easier for you. The reason why I did albums was because it was hard. Finding a photo in 20,000 photos, how am I going to do that? That's finding a freaking needle. I don't have time for that. And I just wouldn't do it. But I was like, screw not doing it and being lazy. I needed to figure out how to organize myself. So I went through and I did 500 to 1,000 photos at a time. I deleted a ton. I still need to go back and delete. Last time I did it, I think it was like January or February. And I take a lot of pictures, right? But anyway, I'll go through and I'll delete them and I'll add whatever's to photo albums so I can quickly access them. I was finding that I was trying to go back and look for all these photos and it was taking me forever. IDS statement, results pictures, the HSN thing where it's like the 1, 2, 3, like that took me forever. So I created an album, right? I just work smarter, not harder, because I don't want to have to take more time doing things that aren't money producing. Looking for a photo in 20,000 photos is not money producing, right? So hopefully
I don't have where I can add a picture to it.
Have you updated your app?
Me and Chelsea looked at it like a long time ago, and yeah, I got a little camera thing.
I just updated Instagram again 2 days ago. It was a new update. You should have it.
It doesn't have it, Tracy, for Androids. It just has that weird face.
Oh,
At least it did. I need to check and see with the new update, but the
all
old.
right, try this then.
You
Okay,
gotta copy and paste it.
Okay, there you go. Okay, so Tracy, what you're gonna do, let me delete this. You have your hands free up, right, Tracy? This is the hands free. You recorded it. Go to your photos, find the photo you want, okay? Well, see, yours might look different. You need to copy this photo. I click the square with the arrow up at the bottom left. You see that, Tracy? I click that, copy photo, right? Now I'm gonna go back to Instagram. See how it pops up as a sticker? I'm gonna paste it. So try that method. I don't know if that helps.
I never knew you could do it like that. I always just screenshot them and then crop them, and then it'll pop up in your clipboard. And when you go to text it, like you hit the little A, and then you just hit paste, and it'll pop in like that.
Oh shoot!
I
Yeah.
have to try the sticker method.
Yeah, it pops up. Then, and if you miss the sticker and you don't hit it quick enough, you can just double tap. Let me see if it'll do it. You mother. Okay, hold on. Copy. Go back. Let's say I don't do the sticker. Paste. It'll still paste it.
Oh, okay.
So you can do either or. And then you can make it bigger, smaller, whatever. And guess what? You can make this background picture bigger, smaller. I like making my if you notice my stories, they always have a border. The reason why I like it, because I don't know, I like the color. It's doing something without having to go into over and get some crazy effects. I like making it different this way. And the background, it always feeds off what you're wearing. So I like when I have pink ones or like bright ones, because it makes the background pop. And then I can save this. Like if I like the way this is set up and I edit it really good, I can just click save and I can use this same whatever again, right? Like, you know, don't reinvent the wheel. And then what I do, guys, don't be afraid if you're on Insta, add your stuff to highlights. I get asked all the time about my hair. So I created a curly hair highlights. So what you do is you go back into your old stories and you just add to a highlight, right? So here's all my highlights. I don't even know if they'll play. I doubt they'll, well, maybe they will. So I'm talking about my hair in all these different ones, okay? So what you do is you can go into your archive, but let's say I wanted to add this for Tristan. You click highlight, and then it asks me which one. So I would choose Boymon. Does that make sense? So yeah, that's all. So hopefully I've added to your knowledge. Does that help you guys? I hope it does. Okay. Good, good, good. I know it was a lot, but LOE, is it, yes, you guys, I hope this helps you guys. Oh my gosh. I don't even want to know what you guys were doing. Like,
I like it because I was trying to use over. And so, you know, my stories were limited.
Yeah.
Because it takes a long time when you don't know what you're doing.
over is, yeah.
I mean, it's nice when you finally get it done.
Yeah, when you finally get it. Yeah, over is like that beast. Now I will say, last thing. You guys know how to do transparent pictures, right? You do. Okay. No? Okay. All right. Well, for those of you that want to know how to do a transparent picture really fast, let me show you. You can use.
Can you do it on the free version though? I thought you had to have the pro.
Well, you don't even need over.
Oh.
So what you do is you go to this website. I'm going to show you guys. Remove.bg. Okay, so you're going to go here. You're going to upload a photo. Let me find a good one. Let me do this one, just so you guys can see it. Why I do this is because if I'm doing if I'm adding it to some sort of background, I want it to just be that picture. Oh, you would. Where's all the boats? Really? There's only 2. You know,
can you pass the test, Tavia?
I can't. They be getting me all the time. Like, is that even a boat? I don't even know if that's a boat. Just upload the picture. All right. So then here we go. It's going. And then, there's the picture. And then boom, it removes it and it just leaves him, right? So what I do then is I click download. And you click download. Now on my iPhone, up at the top right, you see that arrow that's kind of going, that's where it's downloading. So I'll click it. I'll click his picture. It pops up. and then I save it. Bottom left, the little arrow, I click save image. Okay. And then if I am like, I don't know what it looks like if I were to go here. Let me look. Oh, it does. Like, look. Oh, how cool would that be? Donovan, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Look how slick that looks. Oh my gosh, watch. Okay, now look. Now let me see if I can add a, look. Oh yeah, see, that is super slick. I like this one better. Okay. Yeah, look, and then you can do your own story and it has this black background. But anyway, it just shows you. And sometimes it's nice to have.
Do it again. I'm looking at something on my phone. Do it again.
Do what, this? What?
No, the first one's in the picture.
Oh, you just go to remove.bg.
Oh, remove it.
Yeah, and you
Remove the
upload
background.
Yeah, it removes the background.
Okay.
Yeah, and then if you go into over and you see a template you like, the reason why they're nice to use is because, like, for example, this. Okay, here's me, right? Now I could go in, I could tap me, and I can delete me. And all I do is add image, and I want to add just him. So as you can see, I can add just Brandon. Now, if I were to add Brandon that had the background, it wouldn't look as good. So that's why sometimes, depending on what I'm doing, I want the background removed. You don't necessarily have to do it that way, but that's why people do it. And so it's just go to remove.bg, and you can do it that way and over. Yeah. So I think I've said a lot, and I know we're right at the hour mark. But I want you guys to work on your story. I want you guys to literally take 2 to 3 pictures, or find 2 to 3 pictures, write out your story. You guys have what I use. It's everything that I use. Tweak it, make it sound like you. Obviously add your story, add your spice, lessen it. Maybe you don't need that many slides. That's okay. I would say you want at least 5, no more than like 10, because then it gets too long. With 10 being like your IDS, if you can help it. Yeah, and other than that, hopefully that makes sense, you guys. Do you guys have any other questions for me?
I do. Where can you find like the really cool backgrounds that you have?
Great question. Well, it depends. Some I find on Pinterest, right? Like,
Okay.
Yeah, I literally will find a lot on Pinterest that I like. And what you do is you look for like iPhone backgrounds, blogger backgrounds. You can search anything. Like if you go to Pinterest, you can find some cool stuff. You know, and just kind of get creative. Like if you're looking for something specific, ocean blogger backgrounds, flower blogger backgrounds, like, you know, and you will literally find backgrounds, and you can remove BG. Like you can take your picture and then add it to that. You can use PicsArt. Is that an app, right? Is that what it's called? PicsArt? Yeah. You can use PicsArt where you upload that background, and then you can add an image over top of it. And it's transparent, saved in your photo reel, so you don't have to do anything else. You literally
Sweet, thank you.
upload it. Yeah. But then that way you can get creative. So and then guys, the same verbiage that you create, use the same thing. No one's going to know that yesterday you had the same words if it's a different like picture set, right? Like, I don't care if you go from a blue background to a white background. It literally doesn't matter. The point is that you're having variety, but you're posting your story every day. Because if you're not posting your story every day, then how are you accomplishing task number 7? How do you have people to message about the opportunity? You don't, you know? So with this, what we went over today, this is task number 2 and task number 7. What we did yesterday with the first one, getting started, that was just a getting started. So 2 and 7, and then tomorrow I'm going to show you 1, 5, 6, and 9 all in one. It's kind of crazy, but it's super simple. So hopefully this helped you guys. Also remember to feel, felt, found. If you guys need more inspiration on what to post in these slides, feel, felt, found. Remember how people feel about this business. What are their objections? Fear, time, money. No one's going to buy from me. I'm not going to be successful. Talk about that in your story. Talk about that in your first few slides. Found. Here's what I found. I found community. I found friendship. I found confidence. I found amazing products. I found yada, 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 right? And so you want to resonate and be able to meet them where they are and then show them what they're missing. That is how you emotionally connect with them. So hopefully that makes sense. And guys, and Donovan, I hope this literally can be for men and women. It doesn't have to be just us women. You need to be telling your story all the time. In fact, well, you know, Donovan Donnell, Shabazz, he's Shabazz, which is, I don't even know where he got that name. But anyway, I talked to him today and I was like, dude, I was like, you're doing great with your stories. I'm like, you're mixing your coffee, you're doing this. Now I need you to add a little bit about the opportunity, right? People need to know that there could be money attached to this. Wow, you're drinking coffee and you can make money doing that? Yes, right? So I'm trying to show him how to take it one step further, you know? So hopefully that makes sense. So hopefully that helps you guys. Any other questions? I'm going to stop the recording and, oh, reclaim host. I'm going to stop the recording and